Everybody, happy Monday. Welcome inside the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex. No game for the Steelers this weekend, but that's okay. A lot happening around the NFL that was good for them while they had the weekend off. Actually, the Steelers are off today, Monday and Tuesday, returning to the practice fields on Wednesday. But let's talk about the standings in the AFC North first. And joining me to break those down is Bob Labriola. And it was almost similar to the bye weekend. What happened for the Steelers this week was good news.
Yeah, the Ravens didn't lose, but they didn't win either.
Well, they were on a bye.
Right. So, and the way it's looking in the AFC North, Missy, the Bengals got crushed by what I believe is the best team in football right now, the New Orleans Saints. And, it seems to me that what's going on with the Bengals and the Ravens, we've already seen the Browns get rid of their head coach, and we'll have to see how that shakes out in the offseason. But there have been reports now recently over the weekend that John Harbaugh and the Ravens have agreed to a mutual parting of the ways following this 2018 season. And, I don't know what's going on with the Bengals. It always seems that, they're on the verge of destruction, and there might be a coaching change there, but, you can never really predict what Bengals owner Mike Brown is going to do. So, when you look at the AFC North, it doesn't seem that any of the teams are really kind of solid, except for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. And the Steelers are, I think, playing their best football of the year and continuing to get better.
Now, the Bengals did announce they did make a change in their defensive coordinator. I'm stealing this fun fact from ESPN, but the Bengals became the first team in the Super Bowl era to give up 500 yards in 3 straight games. So making a change there. Marvin Lewis said today during his press conference he's going to take over those responsibilities. So
yeah, and Jim Haslett, a former Steelers defensive coordinator, was the linebackers coach for the Bengals. I would imagine he kind of thought that if there was going to be a change at the coordinator position, he would have been in line for that. I think similarly to the way that Todd Haley in Cleveland assumed that if there was going to be a change at the top of the coaching staff in Cleveland, he would be considered for Hugh Jackson's job. But it doesn't seem that ownership at either one of those places decided to go with the former Steelers coaches. And, again, Marvin Lewis, very good defensive coordinator, was an outstanding linebackers coach during his time on Bill Cowher's staff here. But I just don't think that it's a good thing when you're changing defensive coordinators just before Thanksgiving.
All right, let's take a look at the big picture, the AFC standings for the conference. And you'll note the Steelers there at number 3. Of course, the Kansas City Chiefs at 9-1. Los Angeles Chargers, who the Steelers will be seeing in a few weeks. Same could be said for the New England Patriots, not playing the Houston Texans, but then, of course, finishing out the regular season against the Bengals, the only team the Steelers have not faced twice in the AFC North. And then this, of course, is how it stands right now. Tennessee Titans and Miami Dolphins would be fighting for that wild card.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I was talking to Tunch, before we came on the air about the AFC and who you might be afraid of and, who looks good. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs certainly have a resume to this point, a body of work to this point in the season that would seem to make them virtually unbeatable. I just don't know, however, that Patrick Mahomes can continue at this pace that he's currently on. I mean, this guy, he's not Tom Brady, he's not Aaron Rodgers, he's not Drew Brees yet. Maybe he becomes that. We don't know, but usually, your first time through the league, a quarterback will at some point, who's new to the starting job, will at some point hit a little bit of a rough patch. Patrick Mahomes has yet to do that. The team that's interesting to me on those conference standings is the Los Angeles Chargers. That's a pretty good team, and it seems to me it has been for quite some time. Phillip Rivers, I think, is one of the best quarterbacks in football. The Chargers, though, always end up doing some Chargers things at some point in the season and either taking themselves out of the race or dropping themselves down in the standings to make their path more difficult than they can handle. So we'll get a chance to see the Chargers at Heinz Field in December and, decided on the field. I just hope that Josh McDaniels keeps throwing passes to Tom Brady out in the flat. Hopefully Eric Reed or some other enterprising safety defensive back gets there in time, and we'll see how much punishment a 41-year-old body can take when it's not being protected by the player safety rules governing quarterbacks in the pocket.
All right, as we said, the players are off until Wednesday. Coach Tomlin will be holding his regular press conference, though, on Tuesday at noon. And we will be waiting for an update on James Conner, who last we heard following Thursday's game was in the concussion protocol. That then leads us to tomorrow as well. Tuesday, 4 p.m. is the deadline for Le'Veon Bell to report and sign.
You sure? You sure it's a deadline? I mean, this is really the end?
It is
the end of the yellow brick road?
Yes, well, yes, Labs. Tomorrow at 4, we will know for sure if he is here or not. We do know that he is in Pittsburgh, thanks to his social media, but ESPN, Adam Schefter reporting over the weekend that Le'Veon is not planning to show and will be sitting out the entire 2018 season. Probably not what we all thought at the beginning, but such is life, Labs. That is where we stand right now.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing that has made any sense to me throughout this whole thing, so I don't anticipate it starting to make sense to me now.
All right, tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m., we will know. Well, in honor of Veterans Day yesterday, we wanted to say thank you to all the men and women who have sacrificed for our country. As you know, on Thursday, that was the Steelers Salute to Service game, and there was a number of activities and events taking place to thank those men and women. The Steelers had a number of things, as I mentioned, including this parachute jump into the stadium by the Army Golden Knights. Super awesome. We have a great feature on Steelers.com if you want to see everything that took place with that. We also had Steelers alumni and veterans John Banaszak, Andy Russell, and Vietnam veteran Rocky Bleier, who were recognized and on hand. And a big ovation for these two guys. The Steelers honored 2 Medal of Honor recipients during the third quarter, so very special there. The Steelers announcing today, in honor of Veterans Day, $75,000 in donations to a number of military charities that you see here on your screen. Proceeds from the 50-50 raffle from the Panthers game are also included in that donation. And in addition, the team will be donating $25,000 to Reefs Across America. The NFL is also doing its part in donating the proceeds of this year's Salute to Service merchandise to its core military nonprofit partners to help fund programs and provide resources that will help improve the lives of service members, veterans, and their families. Again, a big thank you to all of those who have served and are still serving. We're going to take a quick break here on Steelers Live. When we return, Tunch joins me for Chalk Talk. All right, we still have to talk about Thursday's game. 52 points, 7 touchdowns. I know you can't break down all of them for us, Tunch, so what do you got for us today?
Well, I've got the 3 of the touchdown passes by Ben. The first one to Juju, the second one to AB, and the third one to Vance McDonald, because those are great throws. And then I've got the pick 6 by Vince Williams, because that was such a great play by the outside linebackers. But let's start with this first time. One of the things you're going to notice is that Carolina's in cover 3. So Bradbury's got this deep zone, Eric Reed's got the middle, and Dante Jackson's got this third, and you're going to see 4 under. The linebackers drop here, and Captain Munderland is going to buzz the flat. Now, what's going to happen is that James Washington, he's going to run a curl, and Juju, who's in the slot, is going to run out and then up, and we're going to see how this is a really well-designed play, because Bradbury is going to jump on James's route. So let's go ahead and take a look at it at the snap of the ball right now. Watch it. He jumps right now, jumps on James. Watch how Juju blows right past the two of them, and then it's off to the races. Great throw by Ben. That ball is put right on the market, and Eric Reed is just too slow to come over. He was cheating. He lined up over on this hash because it was the 2-receiver side, but he's too slow to make that play at this point in his career. He's more of a box safety than a free safety, and now Juju is off to the races. Let's take a look at the protection, because the Carolina Panthers are going to run what we call a 3U game. So the defensive tackle is going to go up this way, the nose tackle is going to come here, and then the loop guy is going to come in. Watch the way these guys pick it up. David DeCastro does a great job of punching down and waiting for the trail guy. So at the snap of the ball, great job right there. That's a great buy. So he punches Dante Poe, pushing him over to the middle. Here comes the loop guy, Mario Addison, and watch the way he never leaves his eyes. Because one of the things, you're going to always area that. You don't man that. You area protection. Now watch him come up. Look at that. That is textbook, coming off, picking up Mario Addison, and then that gives Ben the ability to throw it downfield to Juju, and he is once again off to the races. Now we're going to look at the AB touchdown pass, and all this isn't like a great draw up, but you're just going to watch AB give a little stutter step and then blow right past Dante Jackson, who is a really good man cover guy. And you're going to see them at about this point, they're going to be hand fighting. And when, there's an old saying, if I'm even, I'm leaving. And that's what we're going to see from AB. And Dante Jackson gets tripped up at this point right here. I'm even, I'm leaving. And watch what happens. There's a push off. And then he falls down, and he starts complaining that he pushed off. Well, to be honest with you, you both pushed off. Now we're going to watch the protection again. You got to give kudos to the offensive line. Great job right there. Good job by David DeCastro and Pounce. And Ben does a great job of stepping into the throw, even though there was a little pressure from Ramon's side. Now we're going to go to the Vance McDonald touchdown. I love this play. And this is cover 2. And so the safeties are going to go deep. You're going to have man coverage underneath, man coverage here, and man coverage here. These two safeties are going to be deep. Now, normally in cover 2 zone, the inside backer or the backer to the tight end side is going to play man coverage with Vance McDonald. Now, that's exactly what Luke Kuechly is going to do. He's going to play man coverage, but we're going to watch this great post pattern by Vance McDonald. Right now, Kuechly is in a great position. You're going to see a very, very subtle push-off right there. And good job. Now, I can't believe that wasn't called, and Luke Kuechly can't believe that that's not called. Watch what happens when he gets up. Look at him. He's going, "Are you kidding me? Do you see him push off?" He's yelling to anybody that's going to listen. Unfortunately, nobody feels sorry for you, Luke. Let's go on and see the end zone version. Once again, you're going to see Vance just release right here. Oh, sorry. Release right here. And watch Luke Kuechly. He's going to be in coverage. And once again, watch the protection Ben had all day at the snap of the ball. Great job. Look at that. That's a beautiful pocket. Ben can do anything. Now, this is a great throw by Ben. You're seeing what he sees, and Vance McDonald at the post. That's literally at the post, and that's 6. All right, this is the last one. Now, one of the things that the Steelers outside linebackers did on different plays, they were in charge of crashing and trying to get in Cam Newton's face. The reason for that is to hit him early, hit him often, hit him hard. But the other reason is to make him because he does a lot of that zone read stuff, and so you want to make him make his decisions very quickly. So what ends up happening is this is the old 319, which is an outside zone. You're going to go outside here, outside here, outside here, outside here, and he's going to boot to this side. Well, because number 90, T.J. Watt, is not playing the run, he is crashing on Cam Newton. He's not going to bite. So at the snap of the ball, we're going to watch it. See, he's noticed that he's taken a deeper angle, and right now Cam Newton is right now. He sees him, and he's got no chance of getting away from TJ, so he's going to throw up a lollipop. And by the way, here is Vince Williams. Vince is going to drop back. Right now, he and John Bostic are biting on the run. As soon as he sees that it's a boot, he's going to drop back and watch the way the ball finds him. There's the throw, and there it is. Beautiful job by Vince Williams dropping back in that zone. And he runs it right into the end zone for a touchdown. And that's the way you treat Cam Newton. Now, once again, watch the way Bud Dupree crashes and T.J. Watt crashes. They're trying to meet at the quarterback. And I love this, the way they get after him. I think I would do this against any quarterback that is doing the zone read ball handling. Make him make a decision faster than he wants to. Get in his face, hit him early, hit him often.
All right. Did you have a good weekend, Tunch?
I did. I watched football. It was a lot of fun, and I just had a great time.
All right. On to Jacksonville, though.
Oh, yeah. It's a work week.
All right. Coach Shalman's press conference again Tuesday at noon. You can watch it right here. That's going to do it for this edition of Steelers Live. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4 p.m.